Hello, how are you doing? I hope you are well. Now, if you are wanting to move forward, but you feel a little bit stuck, then this will interest you. So, the 12 days to decide, what is that? And how this no risk approach could help you change your life, change the course of your life. So, I hope you are well today. Sit down, not long, but a short video for you. So, if you want to change the direction of your life, say you're heading in this direction and you know where you want to go, but maybe you can create the steps to get there, yet somehow either whether you get there but then you return to your existing path, you go struggle, and then you come back to this default where you are, but you find it really difficult to head where you want to go. And even if you can visualize it, you can get excited about it, but you somehow find it difficult. And that could be in relationships, in your business, in your finances, with your kids, with your health, in any aspect of life. If you find it difficult to actually stick at what you want and the direction with which the direction you want to go in, and it takes effort, hard work, consistency, and all that. If you find it difficult, you just deviate back to where you were before, and the path that you're on. If you find that difficult, then this will interest you. So we're really busy in life, are we not? We're really busy with distractions, telephone. How much time do you look at your phone? Just distractions all the time. In our Western society, it's full of distractions, and we don't create the time, the clearing in our minds to explore what is it within that mechanism that's pulling us back, that either makes it so difficult to change direction to where we want to head into, or that actually once we get there we slide back into it, and whatever the time scale is, maybe it's a few days, a few weeks, a few months, we keep going back to that well-trodden path. What is it? And there's that old adage, it's you're the only one that's getting in your way, and that's so frustrating to hear that, yet it's so blimmin' true. So you're getting in your own way. It's nobody else, although we might have it that it's circumstances that. But if you can notice this deeper level within you, and it's in your subconscious, if you can notice the deeper level within you, and that takes some work, and not everybody can do that. Once you can notice the deeper patterns within you, then you can go, right, this is down to me. It's not external to me. It's not the circumstances. Oh, it's all right for them. They've got that. It's all right for them. Like, okay, that's this life is down to me. What do I need to do? Why am I getting stuck with this transition? Why I want this path, but I keep getting pulled back to this one? What's the mechanism that's holding me back? Okay, and that's what excites me, this mechanism. That's what's kept me so curious. And why have I been so curious over the last 13 plus years? Why have I been fixated with this? Because I've been struggling, because I've been held back on all sorts of different levels, relationships, money, wanting to be a better father than I am, and with my health yo-yoing, and things falling into place because I found this mechanism. All right, this mechanism, and that's what I wanted to process and create, because I had an online program anyway. But it's like, why are people not going to quite the level that I want them to and that they want to? Why they keep getting held back? And just a minute, why am I also? And it's like, oh God, that's the bit that I want to see. So that pain of looking within, I completely get, I completely understand. All right, I've been there. I'm not out the woods. I'm hello. That, if you want to change that path, you have to look at the mechanism that's holding you back. Does that make sense? I think it makes perfect sense. All right, but what we need to do is to create that space in our minds to be able to explore that mechanism properly, and to see whether we can fix that mechanism, see if we can change it, actually change release the mechanism that's holding us back, so that we can get on path and actually put the work and the effort in without us dragging ourselves back to where we don't want to be. Why would we do that? Because of this subconscious pattern within us. And it's like, oh. So that's a good place to look, is it not? And that's what this is about. 12 days is a clearing. 12 days to decide is a clearing about, all right, okay, can we get you clear on that mechanism in 12 days with just a series of videos, a little bit of work that I'll get you to do, and a chat with me? If in that 12-day period, that clearing, we could help you get clear on the mechanism that's holding you back, drawing you back to that place that you don't want to be, when you want to be here and you're clear where you want to be, you've got the goals, you get excited about it and all that sort of stuff, whether it's in relationships, with your money situations, things with your kids, how you are as a parent, and with your health, about yourself. That's the most important thing. To help you clear out on all those things and get to where you want to get to, that would be worth it, would it not? And I've made the entry point really accessible, cheap for you to be able to do that, because this is such a key thing to be able to see. Because it's all very well seeing programs and costing thousands and coaching and everything, but unless you're really clear on that mechanism that's pulling you back, you're just going to have the same outcome. You could spend thousands, and I've done it, thousands on courses you think are going to solve the problem, and there you are again, familiar territory, failing again. Because you might have it that you think you're not good enough, you think you're not worthy, you think you're stupid, ugly, unlovable, whatever it is, that belief, that deep-rooted subconscious belief, it's all part of this mechanism that holds you back. So wouldn't it be good to have a 12-day clearing in your mind to be able to explore that fully? All right, and that's what we're going to do. So there's no risk to this, because that's one of the issues I know full well from working with people over the last 13 plus years, is that we've been through so much. We've been through this, or wanting this, but being stuck with that. You understand this. So many times that we believe what isn't true about ourselves. We believe we're useless, ugly, not good enough, not worthy, unlovable, disgusting. We believe these things, but they're not true. Because if it was true, we wouldn't need to believe it. Something that's true, you don't know. I believe that. No, it's just true. But we believe it. But is it true? Yes. How do you know? I believe it. So it's not true. What? So we believe things that aren't true. You don't believe in a religion because it's true. No, you believe it because there's no truth to it. You have to believe. You invest yourself into something that you can't prove. Science, perhaps, is that truth. Yeah, you get me. So the difference between belief and truth, and maybe you're holding on in your deep subconscious into this truth, but it's not a truth, it's a belief. It's like, wouldn't it be good in 12 days to get really clear on this 12 days to decide, really clear on what that thing is that you thought was truth, that is just a belief, and it's a false belief, it's not true. Holy moly, that would be good, because then you can solve the real problem. Then you can work on the mechanics that's been holding you back all that time. Then you can do the work to achieve whatever you want to do. And that might be a long path to achieving that goal, but you won't be sabotaging yourself and holding yourself back. Does that sound good? To me, that sounds very exciting, and that is an exciting thing. I'm excited for myself, and I'm excited for you if you take that journey as well. Or you could just spend thousands of, I've spent over £10,000 over the last 10 years on programs that I thought would solve that problem. And they didn't. And it's like, I got tenacious about what is that mechanism that's holding me, but I see it in others that's holding us back. All right. And now I've made it intentionally really low, £47. I think that's a bargain. But let me tell you more what it is, because that's £47 for what do you get? So if this is interesting you, to find out the mechanism that's holding you back so that you're clear on that, and then you could choose to do the work on that, then that's a worthy £47, because I've spent over £10,000 and just to repeat the same pattern in my relationships, with my business, with wanting to be a better dad, with my health, and it didn't help. It was only releasing this mechanism that helped me change everything. That's pretty cool. I'm excited. Are you getting curious? So you might have given up on yourself because of these firm beliefs. You might have given up on, from being through that journey so many times, you might have given up on yourself, and you might have these beliefs as truths. But I want to show you with a clearing of 12 days that you can actually decide that they're not true. How cool would that be? So what I want you to do is see the real problem. See the real problem, which is the mechanism that's holding you back, not a belief that's in your subconscious that you're not aware of, but you then do superficial stuff to get you where you want to be and it doesn't work. And then I want you to understand why. I want you to understand why and get really clear on that with 12 days. All right, so you've got 12 days to decide. There's no risk to this because I'll give you your money back. It's really low entry point, which is cool. I think that's a cool thing to have a low entry point because it's a high value proposition. And there's a lot of risk here. There's a lot at stake, your future. And the time and effort it takes to fail is really difficult. But I want that failing to be learning. And you can only turn it into learning once you get on the right path and go, oh, now all that failure was worth it. I understand now. I can put it into practice, and I can place it. It wasn't wasted. That's a great place to be, but you have to get on the success, to start putting and implementing a better set of actions that you can stick to. Does that make sense? For that to be like, oh, I needed to go through that in order to get to where I am now. So I've given it a no risk proposition by saying, if you're not happy by the end of this 12 days, if you're not really clear on what this is, I'll give you your money back. So there's no risk, because I appreciate that you might have given up on yourself in some respect. You might be looking at big things and thinking that would be the only thing that would change me. Working with that one person that you could never work with, because you'd never, £1 million for Tony Robbins. That's the only way I'd change. Or that psychiatrist I'd never be able to afford or get close to, who works with the stars. That's the only person that could ever change me. Or if the world changed, that's the only way I could ever get to, So if you're making things unachievable for yourself, I think this is quite a good entry point. And I'll give you your money back if it doesn't get you to this position. So there's no risk. How cool is that? I think that excites me again. And I'm putting my time into this. I put effort. I speak to you. I'll get you to do a little bit of work. Anyway, come and find out more if this interests you. So my invitation is to you. Come and find out more if this is interesting, if this is sounding curious. Okay, if you're like, what is this? What is this thing that I recognise I have this in me, that I keep wanting these things, but going the other way, and as much as I try, as much as I want, as much nothing works. Motivating, willpower, nothing works. What's stopping it working for me when it works for others? That mechanism is the thing that's stopping you, and it's in your subconscious. And I'd like to show it to you. All right, but I can do it in a 12-day clearing, short videos, a bit of time and space in your head, away from the busy world, to be able to just explore what that mechanism is that's holding you back. And if I don't help you with that, I'll give you your money back. It's as simple as that. So come and find out if you're interested. Give me your time. Give yourself the time and just 12 days to decide. All right, come and find out more. Come and explore the link around here to come and find out more as whether you want to get to that position and get clear on what's holding you back. All right, many thanks. Hope you have an awesome rest of the day. Hope to have a further conversation with you about this. If not, that's cool as well. All right, many thanks. Bye-bye.